think I might have broken my little thing with not being able to get American Girls from somewhere else. I want to work on another American Girl doll. Love that last process. Enjoy bringing Nikki to life. It was a lot of fun. I want to do it again with the other American Girl that Nina sent. The issue is I need limbs for the other fabric bodies for the American Girl dolls. So I was searching for limbs. So like long story short, that's why I ended up on a computer. Then I realized that American Girl dolls secondhand are, if you don't mind fixing them up or whatever, they are like dumb cheap. Right, so I did a thing. Okay, I did a thing. I do need a body or like limbs or whatever for the doll that I'm working on. I don't know what doll she was before, because she wasn't attached to a body. It was just a head, and her paint has been erased. So I don't know who she was, but the back of her neck, if I'm not mistaken, said Pleasant Company. So I'm thinking she might have been Samantha. So then, girl, I Googled Samantha. I don't know. I kind of want Samantha. I know that I could go and get her from the official website or whatever, which there are a few dolls that I just absolutely have got to get. They're doing these hair play dolls where they've got these really, really long wigs. I like all three of the dolls, which is super duper dangerous, but I have got to get that black baby. I have got to. I have to. So I've kind of been pushing myself toward being able to get my dolls from secondhand places like Mercari or eBay and sucking it up. Anyway, I want a Samantha, but I don't know if I want a Samantha that's being produced today. I kind of want a Pleasant Company girl because I'm like looking at the dolls that look like they're the older ones. I like the way Samantha looks, and I also really like this sculpt in particular with bangs. It's adorable. I do have this sculpt. I only have one girl with this sculpt. But yeah, so I was searching for a Samantha, particularly a Samantha that was Pleasant Company, and I came across this girl. She's not Samantha, but I think this medium skin tone is so adorable. So I'm looking at her, and look at her price. Oh my god, her price is insane. Then I did find a Samantha. She's got a little bit of damaging on her nose here, but again, that price is like insane, and I feel like I could go ahead, and her limbs look like they're nice and tight. I came across another doll. I can't remember the exact doll, but she had freckles. I love that idea. I love this sculpt with freckles, but I don't like American Girl's freckles. I feel like they're way too uniform. So I was thinking that maybe I'll get an older Samantha, one that I would have to fix up and give her freckles, because I think the idea of like the brown eyes with the bangs and freckles would be super cute. And I also have noticed that she's winking at us. I've noticed that the older dolls, their paint feels really, or it looks really faint. So while I was looking for a Samantha, I did come across this. As you can see, it says purchased. I just had to, because I was thinking, she shows up. You can't really see her face here, but she shows up and I hate her. If I'm not into it, I now have my body with limbs. And the price was super duper good. So I feel like it was a win. So I've already done it. And now that I'm doing it, I kind of really want... Oh, here's the doll. This is the doll that I was like, oh, she's got freckles and she's really cute. And her price is actually amazing. With free shipping, but I don't know if I like these freckles. I like the idea of a short wig. I really do. And she is cute, but I would have to add to the freckles. I really would. The freckles are just way too uniform for me. Freckling to me is supposed to be kind of random, kind of luck of the draw, if you will. Like, but these freckles are so uniform that you can actually see a straight up line where there are no freckles on her nose. And I don't know, that bugs the living fuck out of me. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna make some purchases and then I'll see you guys back here after I made some purchases and I'm opening boxes and shit. Okay, bye.
Okay, so first box is here. I actually think that this is Samantha. I haven't gone back and looked at those pictures, so I'm not entirely sure of the kind of work I might have to do with her. I did try my best to find a doll that was in good enough condition where I wouldn't necessarily have to do a whole lot with her, because I do want this doll. I have some plans I might want to do with her, but I specifically wanted a Samantha that was pleasant company, that was in okay condition. And I managed to get her for all of $20 whole. So I'm kind of wondering if I chose one that was a little bit of a fixer-upper. I haven't gone back and looked at those pictures. It's been a few days. I've got a mummy. Actually, I'm sitting here holding her and just holding her up in the packaging. It doesn't seem like her limbs are weak. Oh, she's so cute. Oh God, she's so cute. She winks. Oh, that's so cute, guys. Look, she's adorable. But look, that's the best. That is actually, she's stuffed so nicely. See a little bit of like paint transfer on her hand here, but other than that, even her hair is in pretty decent condition, and she's a pleasant company baby. She's so cute. She's a sweetheart. Yeah, so I am insanely happy with her. I feel like I lucked out because I only paid $20 for this little girl here. She's in really good condition. I'm probably gonna have to make her some underwear, or maybe I'll just go and buy some underwear. I hate sewing underwear, Jesus. I am going to add some freckles and maybe a little bit of blush just to kind of bring her to life a little bit. Maybe, I'm not sure yet. I might actually just end up falling in love with the way that she looks here and leaving her be, because that happens all the time. I am really kind of floored at how good quality she's in. She's stuffed so nicely, and her limbs are perfect. I don't know who had this doll before, but they've taken really good care of her considering she's so old, you know? And her wig is in really nice condition. Her wig actually feels like old Monique Gold wigs. Actually, I think that makes sense. I believe Monique Gold did do the wigs for the original dolls. Yeah. There's a new manufacturer for the later girls, but I do believe that Monique Gold did do the wigs for American Girl. I could be wrong. If somebody is in the comments and they know different, let me know. God, she smells really good too. Like, I really feel like the person that had this doll before I did gave a lot of care to her, which brings me so much joy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and play, and I'll be back with the other box opening whenever she shows up. She's probably going to show up a little bit later because there is a holiday coming up. So, but yeah, she showed up super quick, like in 2 days, and I only paid $20 for her, and she's in really good condition. I lucked out. I really did. And I think she's gonna be so cute. Now, I did buy her because after looking around and just seeing the historical girls and seeing Samantha and wanting one, I immediately thought she would be a really cool sister to my other girl that actually has the same sculpt. She's the only one I had with the same sculpt for a minute there. I love this sculpt a lot, but I think I love this sculpt more when she is more tan. But now I feel like they're gonna be sisters. That makes me so happy. I don't know. I also want to add that even though I lucked out on this girl, I still feel like while I love the doll and she's going to represent hours of fun and play and enjoyment She's going to enrich the doll room. I do still kind of feel a little, not necessarily cheated out of an experience, but I do kind of feel just maybe a hair. What do I feel? Maybe disappointment? I don't know. I don't know what the feeling is, but there is a feeling there that she didn't come from the store. But my justification is that she would have never come from the store with me wanting her to be pleasant company. So I am happy that I have her, and she's in such good condition. Such good condition. Like, I am really over the moon. But there is a part of me that's kind of like, oh, we missed the American Girl doll store. Maybe that's what it is. I haven't been to the AG store in over 4 years, and I miss it. Maybe I need to just quit playing around and just visit a store. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I do miss it. But I am happy with her.
She's here. Okay, so she's not in bad condition, which I already knew that because I looked at those pictures very well before I made the purchase. She was only 20 bucks on Macari, and I would say I'm pretty happy with my purchase, except she stinks. She stinks. She stinks. And not the good kind, I've been in somebody's basement for 80 years stink. No, she smells weird. I can't actually place the smell, so my brain is doing the thing where it's like, it's definitely some kind of human excrement. It isn't. Anyway, her limbs need to be tightened. They aren't very tight at all. So I'm going to detach her head, wash her, restuff her after tightening her legs. Right. But I did have the idea that she would be the younger sister to the two girls with this same face sculpt. I was thinking older sister, middle sister, younger sister. In my mind. That's how it's working. And I don't know what her name is gonna be yet. She needs a bath, and I really want to tighten her legs. So I'm gonna go do that. And then maybe we can find names for all three of them, finally. Fresh out of the bath with this little one, and I just discovered her ears are pierced and she came with earrings. I'm hoping that that'll also help us. Oh, eyes a little wonky. I'm hoping that that'll help ID her because I have no idea who she is at all. Right now, she's got some conditioner in her hair, and I'm just letting that sit in there for a little bit, and then she'll be all clean, and then we'll just let her hair air dry. She's so cute. She's just your prettiest little baby.
Not totally covered. What's this guy's name? Dingus? Oh, Pate. It's Pate.
Okay, so I must be like super late to this, but I just came across a website called it just says AmericanGirlDollNews.com, and it boasts that it posts about every American Girl doll that's been made. And so I was like, okay, that seems like a pretty good resource to start figuring out who she is. And I found her in like under a minute. Soon as I came, okay, so started up here, and soon as I scrolled down, and I was like, oh, all the historical girls, which by the way, I want this doll. I want Kit. I just think she's so cute. I know in this very same video that you guys are watching me go through like this whole moment of figuring out how I'm gonna buy secondhand American Girl dolls and be okay with it. I said that I didn't like her freckles. I still don't. I still don't like her freckles. But being an artist, it's literally not a big deal. It's literally not a big deal. I'm going to add to the face up and make the freckles less uniform and make them irregular so that they feel more natural to me. So it's not a problem. I think I'm gonna go and get Kit. But of course I want her to be pleasant company, so she'll probably be secondhand. Anyway, I scrolled down and I seen these babies and I was like, oh, they're so cute, but none of these look like her. At first I thought this doll was her, but I was like, oh, she's got green eyes and her brows are different. But oh, please stop. Okay, I scrolled down and I was looking for blonde hair, blue eyes. She had caught my eyes when I was like, no, she doesn't have bangs. And then boom, there she is. Like, this is her, just like you, 22. This is her. Like, come on. That's definitely her. I think that whoever had her, though, just had her ears pierced. That was a lot easier than I expected. I actually thought that it was going to be hard to figure out who she was, but it was quite easy. This is another one of the reasons why I love being a doll collector, you know, because there's so many different kinds of doll collectors. Like, I'm the artistic type. I guess I'm the particular type, the eclectic, if you will. But then there are collectors out there that enjoy collecting the data. Like, I've got a friend like that, Anika. Shout out to my friend Anika. That woman has never failed to ID a doll correctly for me. It's just not happened. It's just not happened. And I think that that's wonderful. Anyway, so now we know who she is. I am going to move on to dressing her and then naming her. Yeah, and I guess I'll talk a little bit more about this whole journey of bringing American Girl dolls home secondhand. She is just so cute. I can't even, oh my God. So bringing this girl back to life definitely took me on a really fun journey of figuring out my American Girl dolls. Yes, so her name is Ambrit and this is Anthe, and I couldn't be happier. I really think that buying secondhand might not be an issue for me. I think I figured out that my apprehension from buying anywhere but the American Girl doll store just came from my wanting to go back to the store. Because when I sit with the feelings, it's not that it's not that those other options weren't valid enough. I think I just valued the experience of going into the store a lot more than purchasing anywhere else. I'm still on the hunt for a couple of bodies, but in the process, I did find another doll, and I think I'll share those. I'll share her with you when she comes. This was it. This was good for me. I did not have any problems working with her and bringing her back to life. I love her little outfit. It's not a carbon copy of the dress that I'm wearing at the moment, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close. It's the same shape, but I've added bloomers and a bow in the front. You know, here's mine. Yeah, I absolutely love doing this. I really do. It was kind of a dream that I had growing up, but it never happened, and I'm so happy that I'm able to do it now. So on the journey of rehabilitating this doll, it inspired me to rename all of the American Girl dolls. So this is Ambrit, this is Anthe, and this girl's name is Gaia. I was kind of thinking that her name would also start with an A, since the two of them, Anthe and Ambrit, both started with an A. I was writing their names down so that I could catalog and everything, and Gaia just came to me and it seemed to stick. So I love that. So this is Gaia. Look at them, they're so cute. Yeah, I'm so happy with how she's turned out. I really like the earrings too. I guess I have no problem purchasing American Girl dolls from secondhand places. I still don't know if I'll purchase a doll that's like completely busted and do a rehabilitation like that. But I kind of like the idea of finding these discontinued dolls and bringing them home and giving them a new life. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. And I love the idea that they're discontinued, because that means they were never gonna come from the store. So that kind of makes me feel a little bit better. I've been working on a project quietly where I will be interviewing doll people. I've been calling it Community Spotlight, or Joshy's Community Spotlight. A name hasn't really stuck yet. But basically, the project is me Zoom calling doll people and interviewing them, just getting their take on things and sharing it with you guys. Really excited about this project. This project comes from a place of sheer love for our doll community. I know that a lot of you have been struggling with things lately, and it's been rough. It's been very rough all over the world. But the only way that we're going to be able to get through all of this bullshit is through community. And a lot of you don't really know where to find community because everything is so loud nowadays. Well, this project is going to be us finding community. Next week's video is supposed to be one of those, so stay tuned. And now I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.